Amazon Relational Data Service, or Amazon RDS, and Cloud SQL are similar in many ways. Both are managed relational database services that use commercial relational database management systems. AWS and GCP will manage the infrastructure of the databases to include the instances, backups, updates, and failover. The user is still responsible for data management, schema construction, and user management. Reads and writes can be scaled differently. For the write database, the instance can only be vertically scaled. You can make a single write database larger. You can horizontally scale reads with read replicas and put them in different zones or availability zones. A failover replica can be built in another zone or availability zone. The cloud provider is responsible for the failover process. Cloud SQL is a fully managed relational database service for MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQL Server. Amazon RDS supports Amazon Aurora, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, Oracle, and Microsoft SQL Server. Let's compare Cloud SQL and Amazon RDS. In Amazon RDS, you use VPC security groups to authorize connections or use RDS security groups to give DB users and groups access to tables, views, and queries. In Cloud SQL, use VPC firewalls or Cloud SQL proxy or authorize networks by adding IP addresses to a whitelist. Both Amazon RDS and Cloud SQL support the use of SSL for encrypted external connections. You can also use Cloud SQL proxy to encrypt connections to Cloud SQL databases. In Amazon RDS, you can enable encryption of data at rest. Cloud SQL customer data is encrypted by default when on Google's internal networks and when stored in database tables, temporary files, and backups. You can create a read replica in Amazon RDS. In Cloud SQL for MySQL, you can create a read replica of a Cloud SQL instance. You can also create an external instance that replicates from a Cloud SQL master and create a replica in Cloud SQL from external master instances. In Amazon RDS, backups are enabled by default. In Cloud SQL, you can optionally enable automatic backups.